Hey y'all, I have a problem. I have no more phone memory, or so many videos that I have screen capped to react to. I'm running out of memory on my phone. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got everything set up. I don't have to leave this room for anything. I just have to react to these videos and get them off my phone. You wanna join me?
It sucks, right? It sucks, and it's unfair. It's unfair because that's not who we are. That's not who we in my parish are. That's not who I am as a Christian. It's not who you are as people of this particular church community. Regardless of your religion, regardless of your faith, regardless of your denomination, that's not who we are. But the church would be foolish, and I mean church universal. We would be foolish if we didn't take the comments and the response videos seriously. These are the voices of the prophets speaking. They're telling us whether they are being fair or unfair, whether they are being judgmental, whether they are persecuting or prosecuting, it makes no difference. These people who are commenting on her videos and these people who are commenting on those response videos, who are so angry with the church, they are speaking the language of the prophets. And the church, Christians, would be very, very wise, regardless of how it makes us feel. We would be very, very wise to listen. Those folks who are responding angrily to her videos about the church, those folks who are responding and condemning the church in these response videos, their impression didn't just come about because she posted a video about some Baptist church in Kentucky. They didn't come about because she posted some video of some other church in some part of Kentucky or part of the United States that most of us will never hear of. They're expressing their dismay at this latest failure of the church. That's where their anger comes from. It's not that this is the only time they ever heard the church fail, and it's not that this is the only time they ever heard the church make a mistake or be unavailable to help or unwilling to help, incapable of helping. No, these people are angry at the church and this just happens to be the latest thing they can comment on.
The level of right that he is right here, people that are commenting on Nikalie's video, they're not doing it because they're just so aghast that this one time the church didn't help feed this baby. No, this is something that's been festering within them. A lot of Americans have issues with going to the churches. You know, they were raised around them and they see a lot of hypocrisy come from the people that attend them. This is kind of just the latest example of that. Churches are supposed to feed the hungry. Jesus commanded that you love thy neighbor, that you feed the hungry, that you clothe the poor, that you tend to the sick. This stuff didn't come from a bubble. This is like the entire New Testament, guys.
They're angry at the church for honest reasons. They've been hurt by us. They've been left in the cold by us. They've been left hungry by us. They've been cast out by us. They've been lessened and demeaned and abused by us. They've seen us turn inward to provide for ourselves. They've watched the very few examples, but there's enough of them. But they've watched and they've observed the very few examples of pastors who, live better than some kings. I watched a video where they said, well, couldn't this person just do this? And couldn't this person just do that? And, oh, pastor, what kind of house do you live in? Oh, pastor, what kind of driveway do you have to drive? How long is the driveway to get to your house? And what kind? Most pastors, most ministers don't live like that. But the ones that do certainly do make the news, don't they? They become the poster child for what it means to be a pastor. Shoot, for some, they become what pastors believe success looks like. The world is angry at the church because the church, regardless of how often, regardless of what percentage it is, the church visibly fails. We fail spectacularly. And we have hurt people in those failures. We have failed spectacularly by the things that we've done and with the things that we have chosen not to do. Listen to the voice of the prophets. I don't have a solution. I'll tell you that straight up right now. One of my solutions is, one of my thoughts is that we should be listing all of the different ministries that we do and all the different outreach programs that we offer. And we should have that someplace that's public. And then we should live accordingly, live up to it. But I don't know.
I actually do think this is a stellar idea. I think that churches should make that information available. Usually, okay, so America has a lot of small towns, and America has places where they pay water bills, right? So generally, where you pay your water bill, they've got like a bulletin board of some sort. I think that the churches of the community should start providing those bulletin boards with like a list of services that they can help the community with. Because the reason that churches get tax exempt status is because they are supposed to provide a service to the community when the community needs an assist. Everybody's got a water bill. Put it there. If you can't put it anywhere else, put it there.
I really don't know. I think part of it comes down to the church being willing to hold members accountable. That we should be willing to cry out and say, this is not good behavior. This is not okay. It is not okay that you have a benevolence fund that's only for the people within your parish, within your congregation. That is selfish in its nature. That is a selfish act on the part of the congregation.
Jesus never, ever, ever said, love thy neighbor, but only if they go to church with you on Sunday. He just said, love thy neighbor.